Hey, what's up, everyone? Um, I've never done this before. Um, it's just I saw something right now that really pissed me off, and um, if I were to title this fucking video, it would be "Spank Your Kids." Um, I remember growing up. My dad had two boys, and he had a girl. My sister being the oldest, I was the middle, and then I have a younger brother, Chris. Um, and we all got disciplined, but I got it the most. But the thing is that I realize now, and I deal with my boys, Roro and Roman, that Roro's gonna be my best friend. He really is. He's 10 years old, but I don't give a damn. He's my friend. He's my best friend. That dude's got my back, and I got his. But I realized that my dad was not raising a child. He was raising two boys to be men. And I get that. I'm trying to do that with Roro right now since he's older. And Roman, I dig in his ass when he messes up. He's a baby. I know that. I'm not stupid. But the thing is that the sooner you tell him no, and the sooner you tell them right from wrong, the easier it's going to get when you get older. And Roro's a prime example. So I'm teaching him life lessons besides school stuff. You know what I mean? Stay away from the drugs and all that good stuff. That's all good. That's all common sense. But all the other stuff too, if they mess up, you got to put your hand on their ass and make sure they know that if they do that again, that there's going to be consequences. What I saw right now, a little kid didn't get his freaking Cheetos, and that dude tore up the whole damn aisle, dropped to the floor, started crying, and the parents literally did nothing. They picked him up and said, "Oh, he's just acting out. He'll be fine." And then they walked out of the store. Could not freaking believe that shit. My dad would have had my ass in that store red, and then even worse when I got home, and it would have been black and blue. There is no fucking way that as a kid I would have got away with that shit. I remember I got my ass spanked hard because I dropped a drink on the living room floor while eating dinner. Fuck, man, seriously? And this kid just fucking trashed a whole goddamn aisle in the convenience store, and they literally did nothing. They just walked out. Not even saying sorry, not even picking up the items that little dude fucking terrorized. Nothing. And yet, that's the reason why kids are the way they are these days. And with the situations growing now, with all the school shootings like that and kids having the availability of all these guns. Guns were accessible back then too. You know what I mean? But maybe it's because, parents knew what the hell their children were doing. If they knew that they were bad kids and they were very mischievous, well, hell, they didn't go out for the weekend. They didn't let them go out with their friends. You know what I mean? But kids these days run all over the parents, and they're not doing a damn thing about it. Why? Because in society now, you can't spank your child because it's abuse. So, it's proven that discipline, the non-discipline at home, is showing because kids are acting up in school. I don't know how many videos I've seen on YouTube that kids are beating up their teachers. That's fucking ridiculous. And then I saw a video of one teacher get struck in the face, and then this dude decided to slip the next punch, pick him up, and slam him on a desk, and then hit him in the face. But I bet you anything, those parents of the kid and all the other parents in that school were against that teacher. And that's bullshit. I'm for that teacher. If any kid were to go up to a grown-ass teacher, and do that to the teacher, I think that teacher has every fucking right. Minor or not. I'm serious now. If they're in high school, you know what I mean? If they're older. Now, of course, if they're 10, 11 years old, yeah, okay, don't do that. You can easily, but I would definitely restrain them. I would grab them by the arm. I would bear hug them and squeeze the shit out of them and then take them down to the office. I would do that because if they're old to be throwing punches like that, then they should be able to get restrained. And the older you get, then maybe the more violent as well. I mean, I'm not saying that the teacher to totally whoop his ass if he has martial arts training, but for damn sure he better retaliate, because there's no business for a kid to be attacking a teacher like that. And it all has to start with his parents. You know what I mean? And myself included. I'm going to be damned if my boys do that shit to another person. And I've had spanked Roro a good amount of times when he's acted up, but he's learned his lessons. And I've even spanked Roman right now because he just won't listen. But it's not as extreme as what people think. I mean, this kid's no. I mean, he's not calling the abuse line. But the thing is that when he messes up, I'll make sure that I spank him right there, and he knows, and he'll cry. Yeah, he's gonna cry. So what? You're his parent. You're the disciplinarian. You are the one. You're the teacher. You're the parent. You're the one that's supposed to be setting the examples. You know what I mean? Because obviously the other way is not working. Because if it were working, kids these days would actually say yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am, instead of what? Oh no, fuck you, this and that. No, that's what these kids are saying these days. Not all kids, but a pretty good majority of them. And I witnessed another one over there where I was at the convenience store. Now, some of you maybe disagree with this, but I mean, I came from old school. My dad whooped my ass, and I would like to think that I came out all right. But I realize now it's because he whooped my ass that he didn't get me, I didn't get away with any of that stuff. Maybe they should bring it back. Maybe parents shouldn't be afraid to actually spank their kids without having repercussions from the cops. And I mean, the other way's not working. So why don't we try another way, right? I mean, I just think that, I think shit's just totally gotten out of hand. And after what I saw, it just blew my mind. I just feel bad for these fucking kids these days. But I definitely don't feel bad for the parents. Because if a kid were ever to do that to me, and if anybody knows me, they know about my temper. And if one of those little shits were to ever do that to me, I'm pretty sure y'all know what I'm going to do. So, go ahead and leave your comments negatively. I don't give a shit. I just felt like saying something. If y'all agree with it, that's cool. If y'all don't, well, then I guess I'll see your kids on the 10 o'clock news being thrown in jail then, huh?